Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Ape Huncho, back at you again with another video. So recently we've been covering a lot of shootings over on the channel from all across the UK, and we've recently seen a trend of shootings happening either to do with school children or near school premises. A few that would come to mind would be the 15-year-old schoolboy that was shot on his way to school, the drive-by shooting of a 12-year-old boy that we looked at the other day, and when we looked into that story we seen briefly towards the end of the video that a shooting had happened not too far from where that shooting had taken place, and that shooting had occurred outside of a primary school. And would you have guessed it, once again there's been another shooting outside of a primary school, this time in Bermondsey. At 3:20 PM yesterday on the 23rd of September 2020, while parents were picking up their children from St James's Primary School in Bermondsey, a shooting had taken place which has left a man in critical condition in hospital. The shooting was said to have taken place in front of parents and children alike, and they were said to have taken refuge inside the primary school after shots were fired, with some parents going on to ring emergency services at around 3:20 PM, again just after shots had rang out. When the emergency services arrived, they found a 27-year-old man suffering from gunshot injuries, and he was rushed to hospital, where initially it was thought he was fighting for his life, but the last update was that the man was in critical condition. But it is believed that at this current time his injuries are in fact life-changing. The police went on to confirm that only one man had been hit during the shooting, and it was said that no arrests have currently been made and inquiries are ongoing. Now, to top all of this off, the shooting had happened not only just outside of a primary school, but also extremely close to a memorial from a previous shooting. I've tried to do my research to find out who exactly was shot here, and as of right now I can't actually find who sadly went on to lose their life in that situation. But for then someone to nearly be murdered in a shooting this close to where that shooting had happened just shows you the harsh reality of what's going on in London right now. This isn't even the first time we've seen something like this either, because two high profile murders that I can think off the top of my head that happened very close to each other on different dates were Incognito and GB from Moscow 17. But the police have came out to say that this man is in critical condition, so I am hoping he can pull through this. And I've got to say, in this situation we're very lucky that we haven't seen any children or innocent bystanders shot, and of course this is an early investigation, so as it develops I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on this one. But moving on to our next story, and the West Midlands Police have recently come out to release this CCTV footage in a recent appeal over a hit and run which resulted in the death of a man back in July. At around 11:15 PM on the 30th of July 2020, Andell Goulbourne was hit by a grey BMW M135i as he cycled along Washwood Heath Road at the junction of Phillimore Road in the Saltley area of Birmingham. When emergency services arrived, paramedics attempted to save his life, but a short while later he went on to die at the scene. As the car never stopped, the police were hunting for what they believed were 4 individuals who were in the car at the time. Once the news had broke out that Andell was the victim in this situation, it then came out that he actually volunteered as a charity worker, and it was said that he was a beacon of light who served as a mentor for many young people and would always seek out to serve people who were less fortunate. Around this time as well, when the news had came out that it was Andell, a 32-year-old man had been arrested on suspicion of causing dangerous driving, but he was released pending further investigation, and the BMW that the police believe was used in the hit and run was then seized by them for forensic evidence. Detective Sergeant Paul Hughes from the West Midlands Serious Collision Unit said, "Fortunately, we were able to trace Mr. Goulbourne's family, and we now have specialist officers supporting them at what is a very sad and painful time for them. Our investigation continues at pace, and the arrest was a significant development. However, we know more people were in the car, and we need to identify and speak to them. Mr. Goulbourne was callously left in the road, fatally injured, while these people ran off. I need them to do the right thing and talk to us. Equally, anyone who saw anything who hasn't been in touch should do so. It was a busy evening with lots of people out celebrating Eid." Towards the end of August, the police put an appeal out that they were looking for 4 men that they believe were in that car that night, and at some point after that, 3 men had came forward voluntarily, which left 1 man the police are currently looking for, and that would be 24-year-old Kashif Khan from Birmingham. Detective Sergeant Paul Hughes went on to say, "I want to appeal directly to Kashif Khan to come forward so that we can establish what happened that night. I would also appeal to anyone who has any information regarding to his whereabouts to get in touch with us." In the most recent developments, it said that Kashif had fled the UK 21 hours after the collision, and now Crime Stoppers have come out to offer a reward of £5,000 for information about Kashif's whereabouts. Which leads us up until today, and of course, they've now gone on to release the CCTV footage because they're in a desperate hunt for justice. Now, what baffles me about death by dangerous driving in the UK is that at a push, people get 10 years or less, and a lot of the times it's even a lot less than that. Even in the most recent one, where we've seen that schoolboy getting run over, we've seen that the person only ended up doing 4 years in that case, and I remember his sister actually commented on that post, and she went on to say that in fact he only got 2 years in jail and he's got to do 2 years on license. So it's pretty crazy to think that you can literally go on and kill someone and then only get 2 years in jail for it. Of course, this situation's a little bit different because he's fled the country now, but still, when it actually boils down to the death by dangerous driving charge, he's more than likely gonna get 10 years or less. And again, it's just something really crazy to think about. And I asked you guys this last time when we did see where unfortunately that schoolboy died. I asked you last time, do you think that the law should change so people who kill via dangerous driving get more years, or do you think that what it's at right now is perfectly fine? I do want to take this time out as well just to say rest in peace to Andell, and my condolences are with his family at this very hard time. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.